guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am CeeLo, otherwise known as To Thy Own Self. I don't know why I just did that, but hey, To Thy Own Self. I just came back from work, as you can see, and as always, it's conversations with Q when I get home, because Q is always in the house. So, one thing that's been happening a lot for the past 5 months is that I started asking myself this question every day is, what would I regret today if I didn't do it? And today was my last day. And I try implement it in the day. I try living up to it, and see how that goes. But I actually realized that I asked like quite a few of the people in my life this question, but I've never asked Key this question. So I'm very interested in knowing what he would regret if he was to be no more. So here's another section. And I don't know, here's another episode of questions with Q.
You pause.
Hello.
No ways. Why are you not sleeping? You're gonna be fucking kidding me. Why are you not sleeping?
I'm gonna go sleep after this.
Oh God.
I'm gonna go sleep after this.
What's going on?
I actually don't know, but I feel like I've got so many questions and I don't know how to formulate any of my questions.
Did you see what I'm watching right now?
Yeah, I did, and it's very interesting. And I will leave you to understanding spirits and sisters in God. But I have a question. So I recently, when I say recently, I mean like in the past 5 months, I started this thing where I would ask myself, what's the one thing I wish I could do, and what's the one thing I wish I could do and that I would regret if I had to die today, right?
And you have not done it.
And I have not done it. But now when you answer the question, it has to be very feasible in a sense of like, can't be saying, I wish I went to Europe. It's not feasible. You don't have the money to go to Europe. You haven't planned Europe. Gosh, let's just say I'm going to Europe. So it must be feasible, So what's the one thing what's the one thing you'd regret if you died today?
Yeah, my answer is always the same to that question. I just feel like I haven't touched as much lives as I should have by this time.
How do you want to touch lives?
Do you know this whole concept of oblivion? Like where you just die and just disappear. Like nobody remembers you, nobody knows what you did. I fear that. It's one of the things that really scares me the most. So when I say touching lives, I mean like with every interaction that I make with a person, they need to remember me. They need to know what there's this guy that I spoke to, and this is what I felt after I spoke to him. Or for instance, like I like chilling with street kids. There's a reason why, because they got mad stories. And street kids will never forget you. For some odd reason, just for not judging them and not looking at them as criminals and shit like that. Stuff like that. They will never forget you. Just offering him a piece with the chips. He will always remember. He will greet you every time you pass him, or she. Hardly see females though. But the guys, like today, I went to go buy Makwenya, and I went to go buy chips and take a Sprite, and then I bought like hipapa and a soup and man. The soup and pap was supposed to be for me, but I saw a car guard guy there. He's a white dude though. And I gave it to him. You should have seen the smile on his face. I usually don't tell people when I do these things, but unfortunately, I'm on camera today. Like, you should have seen just the smile on his face. I don't have much, but I always love, like, just changing people's lives, And sometimes you could have more than you need, but you don't see it because of the pressures and the norms that society has placed upon us. So, like this jersey, for instance, somebody really needs it out there, you get what I'm saying? So just like that, just impacting somebody else's life in a way that means a lot to them more than to you. So not like pulling out with cameras, hey, we're about to help the poor. That shit just doesn't work. The memory needs to stay with the people. It's not for you. So I haven't like touched as many lives as I would like to or would love to. And I think I haven't accomplished like my purpose yet. Because I know my purpose, I need to change people's lives, people's thoughts, how people actually view the world and shit like that, stuff like that.
I like how you keep like saying shit like that.
But yeah, I just don't want to disappear. I want my name to be remembered forever. I want my legacy to live. And when I talk legacy, I'm not talking some huge building in the CBD. I'm not talking chunk of gold. I'm talking my deeds on earth. What I did, what I left for those that I leave behind. It needs to make sense. There needs to be somebody out there that you will meet. Let's say I leave earth before you, God forbid. When you meet that person, then
I'm sorry. Are you not saying that I'm supposed to leave before you?
No, I'm just saying, like, God forbid any of us dies. So when you meet that person on the streets, they need to be like, hey, you look like somebody, and then they need to go in depth and explain shit about me that you don't even know, and you should be like, oh wow, my brother did that. I don't think he did that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's the small things. I want the legacy to live on. I want to see when my daughter grows up, she's able to, when she asks people that I left behind, people's lives that I touched, or whoever that she may interact with that knew me, they must give her the story. She needs to know the story with you. Oh, my dad, Ubuntu. So, Ubuntu, there's two parts to it. Ubuntu is a human sense, and then it needs to be accompanied by Ubuntu. And then Ubuntu has two parts to it as well. Ubuntu, there's a school of thought. Everyone has a school of thought of Ubuntu. These are the principles of Ubuntu. But very few people actually take Ubuntu and put it into practice. For instance, you have 10 pairs of shoes. You only wear 5. You only need 5. And you know somebody who wears the same shoe size as you and who needs at least a pair of those shoes, but you do not give it to them because why? You feel like you need those shoes and you do not. Another thing that comes with Ubuntu that we need in this current day and age is offering each other the opportunity, be it employment, be it a business venture, be it helping wherever you can. You understand what I'm saying? Because Ubuntu no longer exists because people are scared. I'm going to give Silo this opportunity and then she's going to go and surpass me. I don't know where that whole notion came from, but it goes back to that topic we had about oppressed parents trying to raise free kids because it was a competition with them. So I'm saying Ubuntu. I mean, you walk out here, you see kids playing with an old soccer ball. It's torn apart, and you see the passion and the love that they have for that game. But nobody just decides, let me go buy these kids a new ball and then just bring joy to those kids, buy them a new ball and let them play. You understand? It's the small deeds. So I fear dying without a trace. I fear it with my whole entire being. It's stuff that I hardly communicate though, but I've been put on the spot to communicate this and share it with other people. But yeah, very few people know this about me, but oblivion is my biggest fear. I don't want a statue. I don't want memos. I was writing a book at some point about my life, which I like scratched out because I realized, let the impact do the work.
Love that.
Yeah.
So you guys heard it. Q's biggest fear is living a life of oblivion and not living an impact in the world, in his surroundings. And I think that is like everybody's, it's like human nature to want to live an impact, to want to leave a legacy on earth, you know? And it just all boils down to what you prioritize as a legacy for you, you know, whatever that is. So do that, but join the conversation and let us know down the comments below, in the comment section below, what you would regret if today was your last day and you didn't do it. And start asking yourself that question every day so that you just live more present, more in the here and now lives, and being intentional about everything you do. Hope you guys liked this video of Conversations with Q, and see you guys next time.